Hello everyone, Steve here from shoppersvideocenter.com, and I'm here today to show you how to install your Angel Eye camera and microphone onto your Covert Mystery Shopping shirt. For this demonstration, I'm going to use a white shirt only because it's just easier for you to view what I'm doing than using a black shirt. When you received your camera, you also received these buttons. The buttons in this package are used to change the buttons on any shirt that you may have so that all the buttons match on your shirt. Normally, if you use the second button in the row, it looks like that. Like this one here, number 2 button. That's the most common button used. The best way is to use a button-down shirt. That's the most common and the easiest. Don't try to use a polo like I'm going to use here. People don't have too much success with it. But like I say, for this particular demonstration, I'm going to use this shirt. And normally the button you remove is the 3rd button down. And again, this can vary depending upon the individual. Some women who are very busty may have to make some sort of adjustments. And for us guys who have big bellies, like myself, you need to make adjustments as well. So let me show you first of all how we put this on. As you know, there are 2 sides to your button shirt. We're going to work first on the button side, not the whole side. What you're going to need is you're going to need a utility knife and black duct tape, preferably Gorilla Brand. The first thing we do is we're going to remove the button. And we're going to remove the 3rd button. Okay, button's gone. We are now going to have to cut a hole in the shirt so we can fit the new button through. I'm also going to remove any extra thread that may be in there in our way. And on the reverse side, I'm going to cut a slit similar to the slit that I have on the whole side. And you don't want to cut through, you got to be careful. You cut through just enough, a little bit at a time. You don't want to make it too big. Okay? So I basically made it the size of that knife. Now, the camera. When you got the camera, you'll notice on the back of the camera there was a clip. You want to remove that clip. And to do that, just press up on the camera from the bottom and push, just like so. And that will be snappy. You don't need that. We're going to get rid of that. Now we're going to take our camera and we're going to try and see if that hole is big enough to fit this camera through. Okay. Apparently it's not. So we're going to make the hole a little bigger. And we're going to work that hole until we find the perfect size, cutting it up and down in both directions. Okay, so you have an even hole. Once we have that even hole, we're going to slide the camera on like so. You also want to make sure that there's no extra material hanging around like I have right here. And another good idea is to make sure that the material is not too thick that you're putting the camera into, because the camera only has so much room. Alright, so I have the camera in my hole right now, and now I need to attach it to the other side. Same thing goes on the other side, is you may have to increase the size of that hole because of the size of the camera. Cutting it a little bit on either side, and then getting it to fit in there just like so. The camera is now attached to the shirt. Make sure it's in there nice and tight and the material is around the button. You may have to unscrew the button a little just to fit the material in, and then turn it tight again with your fingers, and it's in. Now, that gets the button into the hole. Now we need to attach the camera to the back of the shirt. So what I like to do is take some duct tape and cut off a piece. And then I'm going to take it the opposite direction, like so, and cut it, like tear it like that. And I'm going to flip my shirt open, keeping the camera level. And when I say level, it needs to be straight, up and down, like so. I'm then going to take a piece of tape and I'm going to tape it into place like this. Okay. I'm going to take my microphone and I'm going to tape that as well higher up. Now you'll notice that it also has, you can put a pin in here, by the way, a safety, you can put a safety pin in here. And the safety pin, you can attach it to the shirt. And once it's attached to the shirt, then attach the tape to the microphone as well. And the reason for that is extra security. There's been times where a safety pin can come loose on its own, and then the camera falls down. Not a good thing. But if you tape it in, as well as pin it, double security, no chance of the camera going anywhere. Okay, so now you see how I have it attached. Okay, so I showed you my way on how I like to put the button camera onto the shirt. My way is not the only way. So I'm going to show you next is a video on how they put Velcro, or how you can sew Velcro into your shirt so you can use Velcro strip to position your camera. I personally use both. I use Velcro to position, and I use my black Gorilla Tape to reinforce the positioning so my camera and my microphone can never slip. Kathy Hart, or Sure Shot, can make you a shirt. You send her the shirt and she sews in the Velcro. You can get that information inside your manual that was sent to you inside the box. I believe on the back page there should be an ad for her company, or you can try and make it on your own. So I'm going to now show you that video. Here we go.
On your shirt, there is your buttons. You'll find that the second button from the top is removed, and on the inside there's a piece of Velcro. So what's going to happen is you're going to put the camera in through the buttonhole, and then the Velcro is going to attach. And it looks just like every other button, somewhat. So what you're going to do when you get your shirt, you're going to button your shirt up just like normal. If you find that you're looking at the ceiling, like you're going to do, is take this piece of Velcro, remove it from the Velcro, pull up higher, and reattach it. What that does, you see here, it points the camera down. So where you put this makes the camera move up or down. So it's also how you turn it left or right. So if you find it's tilted one way or the other, you need to have the Velcro a little more straight up and down. But as I say, if you find it's pointed up too high, you move the Velcro that same direction and it points the camera down. Moving the Velcro down points the camera up. Moving the Velcro up points the camera down. So you're going to take and you're going to attach the Velcro. You can leave the microphone here, or if you wish, you can undo the safety button, move the microphone up a little bit higher, just make sure that the wire is not exposed. Then when you button your shirt up, you want to make sure that that wire stays inside the buttons so that it comes out the bottom of the shirt. You're going to have everything put together, installed in the shirt. You have your shirt on. Then you'll take your DVR, plug it in, turn your DVR on, and it'll start recording. As long as the record setting's over here. Starts recording, and it records everything that the shirt sees. So you get whatever you see in front of it on camera. It's that simple how to aim this camera. All you got to do is change the position of this Velcro up and down. So we'll see it here. Holding the shirt up. See on the camera, if you unattach this, all I'm doing is moving this Velcro up and down. Moving that Velcro up and down moves that camera angle. What you ideally want is to be able to have, if you're standing in a room looking at a light switch is about halfway up your wall. It's about chest height with a normal person. You want to be able to have that light switch in the middle of your shot so that you're looking at the agent, you're looking at the surroundings at the apartment community, you're looking at anything but the ceiling or but the floor. When we get these videos that are looking straight at the ceiling, we have to ask our client if they'll accept them. Sometimes we have to discount it, sometimes we don't, but sometimes they just won't accept them, and we have to cancel it and redo the shot. So if you want to be successful in shooting these videos, you need to make sure you're looking at the wall and not the ceiling. So that's pretty much it for aiming the camera. It's pretty simple overall. It's just a matter of getting this Velcro set up right. So if you're doing your own shirt, that's one of the main concerns, is having this piece of Velcro inside your shirt. I know for those of you that have used your own equipment, have requested to use your own equipment in terms of shirts, this is one of the main factors. This button's got to be cut out so that you can put the camera through it and put the camera through the second buttonhole. That piece of Velcro needs to be there, and that the sole reason for that is aim. So thank you very much.